I would like to present Jezabel Martinez. She will be our Master of Ceremony today, and also to welcome you to our Citython, our fourth and last Citython for this year. It's organized virtually, but we will tackle challenges of the city of Lublin. So, Jezabel, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Evelina, and well, hello and welcome everyone to this Citython Lublin. My name is Jezabel, as Evelina said, and I'm the External and Digital Communications Manager for the EIT Urban Mobility, and I will be today the moderator of this Citython, the last one of the year, as Evelina said. For your information, this session is going to be recorded, so at any time you want to refresh what is discussed here, you can always have a look at the videos that will be released in just few hours, maybe tomorrow after the event is, once the event is over. Okay, let's start now. For those of you who join us for the very first time, Citython is a mobility hackathon where a group of experts and students in urban planning, sociology, engineering, data science, and business creation work together to foster innovation in our cities and compete against each other to provide innovative solutions. The ambition of the Citython is to create a reference co-ideation event in Europe that attracts the best talents, students of the EIT Urban Mobility academic programs, and they are going to create the most innovative solutions. Young professionals research and search for innovative and creative solutions that can be applied in the participating cities as new software, a prototype, a tool, a physical solution, or a concept. This time, due to COVID-19 restrictions, we are going to hold this event fully virtually. During the hackathon days, the participants are offered inspirational talks, and groups have the opportunity to attend mentoring sessions to receive feedback from experts in the field of urban mobility and data science. And at the end of the event, the jury, integrated by members of the EIT Urban Mobility, public institutions, and experts, will award the best given solutions. And you may wonder, who is behind this Citython? Well, EIT Urban Mobility is a European initiative that brings together cities, universities, research centers, and industry to work jointly on the mobility innovations and make cities more livable. In partnership with the City of Eindhoven, Hamburg, Lublin, Bilbao, and Barcelona, the Breda University of Applied Science and the Universitat Politècnica de Catalunya, UPC and CARNET, Digital Hub Logistic Hamburg, and Tecnalia, we're working together in the organization and execution of the event with their expertise in previous hackathons. And as part of the EIT Urban Mobility's core activities, the aim of this year is to celebrate new Citython editions in the top European cities of Eindhoven, Netherlands, Bilbao and Barcelona, Spain, Hamburg, Germany, these three have already happened, and Lublin, Poland, which is what we are doing today. And before hopping in the content, let's sort out something important. Have you already registered to our Citython taking place between 22nd and 28th of October? If you didn't, you can now scan the QR code displayed in the screen and register to join us. Don't you have a team? Don't worry. No one is left behind in this adventure. You can register alone and the organizers will assign you to a team. Deadline for registration. Keep this in mind, 18th of October, Monday at 6 p.m. CET. And now, are you ready? Let's explore our way ahead in this year's edition Citython in Lublin. In the slide on screen, now you can see the main milestones the teams will have to face from today until the 28th of October, the day in which we will announce the winner of this edition Citython. And you may be wondering, what is the award? The winners of the Citython will get 15,000 euros in prizes, and they will be presenting during the Smart City World Expo taking place in Barcelona between the 16th and the 18th of November. Now that we know better what is lying ahead of us, let's deep dive more into the agenda for today. On the first half of the event, we will count on representatives from the EIT Urban Mobility, City of Lublin, and La Universitat Politècnica de Catalunya. And on the second half, we will know more about the teams facing the three challenges for the current Citython. We will also have a short coffee break to charge batteries for only a bit, and also to enjoy remembering how the past editions of the Citython were. With no more delay, I would like to welcome our first speaker of today and a colleague from the EIT Urban Mobility, Trajan Urban. Trajan, welcome. Trajan, can you hear us? I see you. Hello, Trajan. It might be a problem with the sound, I guess, because I can't hear you. It says connecting audio, yes. Well, in the meantime, I will be introducing Trajan so you get to know a bit better about him. Trajan Urban is the director of the Innovation Hub East for the EIT Urban Mobility. Trajan has an extensive experience at senior management positions with responsibility for business creation, business development, and innovation strategy, ensuring cooperation between investors, startups, and research centers. He has also high expertise as advisor at diverse startups, venture capital funds, and platforms facing transformational challenges. So as you can see, keeping Trajan with us today is a very good asset. Trajan, did we manage to solve already the audio problems? I don't know if you can hear him. I still can't. Yeah. Yeah, it says connecting to audio.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now perfectly.
Okay.
Welcome.
Sorry, I'm joining with my phone because I had some problems with my computer. So I'm happy to be here. I'm now in Hamburg, so this is why I have this IT problems in my hotel. But this is the time I can start the presentation, right?
Great, thank you. Floor's yours.
Okay, thank you. So it's my pleasure to be here and to give you some overview about founding instruments in the field of transport and mobility from the perspective of EIT UM. Perhaps I haven't heard what you were saying, Jezabel, but perhaps let me give you more details about what we are doing. So EIT Urban Mobility is one of the innovation communities of the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. Perhaps there you can see my presentation as well. Yeah.
Yes.
And this initiative was initiated by a proposal of Barroso European Commission in spring 2005. The inspiration came from US Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and the main aim in Europe was to reinforce European ability to innovate. So basically, our objective is to accelerate the change towards more livable urban spaces, more sustainable mobility, by bringing together all the different players in the ecosystem from industry, universities, SMEs, and cities. Basically, the reason why we are here is that European cities and citizens, what all of us know, are facing many challenges. And in the near future or soon, we will have to reinvent how to move in our cities. And of course, based on our experience, we can say that the current model of the urban mobility is not anymore sustainable and requires some changes. Of course, the technology and innovation will help us to find new ways. And in that sense, we see the opportunity or the need that the public administration will need to find a way how to cooperate very closely with private and academic sector to find some suitable solutions for citizens and for the cities. If we can go to the next slide. Yeah. So as I was mentioning, we are one of the 8 EIT innovation communities together with InnoEnergy, climate, health, manufacture, digital, raw materials, and food. We aim to become the largest European initiative transforming urban mobility. And of course, the co-funding, as you can see, of up to 400 million euros from the EIT will help us make this happen. If we can go to the next slide. I will tell you something about our community. We have over 200 partners in whole Europe. Geographically, we are distributed in 5 innovation hubs with headquarters in Barcelona, We have Innovation Hub Central in Munich, North in Copenhagen, West in Helmond, South in Barcelona in our headquarters, and finally the East, which I'm representing. It's covering the countries like Czech Republic, East part of Germany, Hungary, Poland, Slovakia, Bulgaria, Romania, Serbia, and also Israel. I hope I didn't forget anybody. And our role is to support the local players to implement innovative solutions and adapt them to the local needs. If we can go to the next slide, you can see the current partner structure in the Innovation Hub East. You can see our core partners, which we have 12, project partner 17, and network partner 25. These numbers are moving, and all of them, they are contributing to many projects and interesting initiatives we are doing in Innovation Hub East and in the whole EIT Urban Mobility community. If we go to the next slide, you will see all the partners. So we have industrial partners like Škoda, MOL, Power Hub, Nimble Energy. We have academic institutions and knowledge institutes, as Technion from Israel, NFF from Germany, Czech Technical University, Hungarian BME. And of course, I have to mention the cities, because in the center of our activities, you will find always the cities. And we are proud that we can count many of them in our network. It's Budapest, Tel Aviv, Wrocław, Košice, Lublin, and for example, Ostrava. There are much more, but I'm just saying this like example. On the European level, of course, you know that we are counting with very interesting and key players in urban mobility field, like Barcelona, Istanbul, Munich, Milano, Helsinki, Amsterdam, Siemens, BMW, etc., etc. So this is basically our community. And if we can go to the next slide. I don't know if you see my camera, because it's a little bit shaking because I hold my mobile in the hand. So I'm sorry for that. But as I was mentioning, my computer doesn't work, the Zoom doesn't work. So I have to do it like this. So on this slide, we can see one of our programs. To tell you something more about our programs, we have like 5 integrated programs which are very closely interconnected. I will focus today very briefly on 2 of them, on business creation and innovation. And here you can see the support which we are giving to startups within EIT Urban Mobility. Before mentioning these activities for business creation, I will again highlight that in core of our activities there is the City Club in the cities, and this is basically the platform for cities for collaborating, sharing best practices, upscaling ideas, and putting the ideas into work. Every year the City Club produced a list of key challenges which the cities are facing, which can be tackled by an innovation or business creation project or educational project. And after that, these challenges are fed into our innovation, educational, and business creation activities. So our cities basically act as test beds for pilots, for living labs, and they are trying to enhance the innovation in urban mobility. If we can go to the next slide, you will see for the startup our program Accelerator. In Accelerator, we are trying to help startups. Basically, if I will describe this program, in our program, selected startups can receive 15,000 euros in equity-free funding. They receive uniquely designed accelerator program, direct access to the cities and living clubs, so this is very interesting and important for them, where they can create and test the new products and services. If we go to the next slide, you will see a second program. It's Scaled and Global. In Scaled and Global, the selected startups will get promoted through our communication channels. Of course, it's the same for the accelerator. They can receive up to 50,000 euros of additional funding to the 3 best pilots project. So there is like competition between very successful startups, and they can touch this financial let's say instrument. They have the opportunity to demonstrate their pilots with one of our collaborating cities. They can be invited for the trips or interesting events where we are participating. For example, now we are in ITS Hamburg. In 1 month, we are going to be co-organizer of Tomorrow Mobility in Barcelona. So this is another possibilities for interesting startups which are in our community. If we go to the next slide, just quickly mention, this is equity investment. This is also instrument for our startups, where again the selected startups can receive up to 100,000 investment for equity. So we are buying the equity in the startups, and additional access to the EIT Urban Mobility Network, training and mentoring, and as I was mentioning in the previous slides. So it's basically the same. So if we can go to the next slide, which I think is the last one. Here you can see one of our innovation project, which is other important program for us. And you can see here MaaS, Mobility as a Service, what is the project led by Fraunhofer. And basically to give you more information about innovation. So through our innovation programs, we aim to resolve urban mobility challenges facing European cities. Again, the cities are in the core of our activities. We take the ideas, we are trying to improve them and put them into the test in real life. So the innovation program basically co-creates ideas that leads to the proposal of project, the demonstration of the new solutions, and the development of living labs and the creation of commercial value. Generally, we can see, or we can say, that the EIT Urban Mobility aims to ensure safe urban transport, provide better data exploitation, increase modal shift, drive take-up of active mobility, and facilitate behavioral changes in the society. Each year, a work program is developed, and this year we are focusing in currently 5 areas. One of them is active mobility, the second sustainable logistic, another one future mobility, and mobility and energy. So basically, it's everything from my side. Thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any additional questions, I will be more than happy if you will contact me. And again, I'm sorry that maybe the quality of the picture was not so ideal, but I was joining with my mobile phone. So thank you very much again.
Thank you, Trajan. I mean, the challenge was a huge one today to connect from Hamburg, and especially from your mobile phone. You did quite well, so thanks a lot, much appreciated. And of course, if there are more questions for him, any question, as he said, he will be more than happy to reply, and we will have time, of course, for questions and answers today. Trajan Urban, Director of Innovation Hub East for the EIT Urban Mobility, thanks a lot for being with us.
Thank you.
And let's now give the floor to our next speaker of the day. She's Elisa Zairo, Associate Professor for the UPC, Academic Director for EIT Urban Mobility. After many years in managing positions at UPC, she is currently back to her academic position, although she collaborates with several institutions. She is a member of the Conseil d'Administration de l'École Nationale Supérieure de Techniques Avancées and studying Paris Tech. She's in the Spanish National Agency for Quality Assessment and Accreditation, ANECA, within the so-called Methods Commission. She's the Secretary of the Engineering and Architecture Commission for the University Evaluation and Accreditation Unit at the Knowledge Agency of Andalusia. Elisa, welcome, and thanks for finding the time to join us, especially considering all these positions you're holding. Welcome, floor's yours.
Thank you. I'm sharing my screen. I hope you can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, great. So I'm going to talk about just some figures and facts of UPC. and also, I mean, general figures and some facts related to our participation at EIT Urban Mobility and Citython. Let's say that Tryon has made a presentation. Let's say also that UPC, it's a core partner, and it's a core partner that it's in Innovation Hub South. So UPC, it's a technical university in Barcelona, one of the, let's say, the largest in Spain, of one of the largest. And so we are very focusing on technical subjects. So we have engineering, education and research, architecture, science, and business, quite related to engineering. Okay, so these are our knowledge areas. And from here, many of these areas, research groups, schools, are tackling urban mobility issues, especially the School of Civil Engineering, but also from the Computer Science School, Industrial Engineering School, Telecom, and since urban mobility, it's a transversal issue or field. Some figures about UPC. UPC has around 30,000 students. We have, of these, 5,000 are master students and 2,000 are PhD doctoral students. We have 18 schools that are spread in Catalonia. And also we have more than 3,000, let's say, faculty, teaching staff, 2,000 administrative people, and we also have lifelong learning students in one of our tied institutions. Let's say that we have an international focus, and we have the 55% of our students in doctoral studies are international, 32% of master students. We have many bachelor degrees and also master degrees and doctoral programs. Let me also say that of these master degrees, not almost half of them are taught in English. One of them is the master on urban mobility. Some research figures that are here in this presentation, let's say that this is for one year. So last year, I think it's 2020, we had 2,000 publications in journal papers, besides the conference papers. More than 300 PhD theses were defended. Of these numbers, let me also stress that we have 206 research groups that focus on several topics, and around 30 of these groups are directly involved in urban mobility or do some applications in urban mobility. Also, we are very tied to what is our industrial network around Barcelona, Catalonia, and Spain, even in Europe, through some contacts with companies, but also with European projects. And let's say that, for example, in 2009, UPC got 58 million euros income from research and development projects. We are also very, one of our goals at the university, it's also to push innovation and to push startups and spin-offs. So we have pushed for the moment around 340 spin-offs and startups, and in 2020, 15 patents were registered. Regarding our relation with EIT Urban Mobility, we've been core partners from the beginning. Actually, when the proposal was being created, UPC was there among the partners that were in the proposal. And right now we are quite active in innovation projects, but also let me stress that we are an academy partner, so we are also active in academy projects, especially In the master school, with our Master on Urban Mobility, we try to be on every program that is in the Master School of EIT Urban Mobility. We are also part of the doctoral training network, and we are in the Competence Hub, and one of the, let's say, projects of this Competence Hub is Citython. On the other hand, we are also active in business creation in one of the programs that Traian mentioned, which is the Accelerator program. So regarding this Accelerator program, let's say that UPC, it's the active leader in Innovation Hub South. And we are in this organization together with other, other institutions, the City of Barcelona, CARNET, and CETAC in Galicia, and Universitat Pompeu Fabra. And our, let's say, countries where we give support with this accelerator program are in the south of Europe, as you can see here. And these startup benefits were also mentioned by Traian. So far, the portfolio of Innovation Hub South has different startups that are in different stages of innovation. But this is working, and this is real, and it's going on. And just before finishing, let me also mention that UPC, together with CARNET, has been, collaborating with Citython in 2018 in the Citython Barcelona, 19 Citython, again, Barcelona. Last year, 2020, we collaborated with Citython Barcelona and Lublin. And this year, we've been involved in the organization of Citython Hamburg and Lublin. We collaborate with proposing talks, as we will have today with Eva Vidal, that he will give an inspirational tech bill regarding some issues of sustainability. We also collaborate in mentors. In this Citython, we will have, we have proposed 2 urban planners, and I myself will be in the jury. So that's it from my part. Also, you can contact me or contact UPC if you want to know something more about UPC, or you want to collaborate with us. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Elisa Seiro, and thanks a lot for being with us today and sharing this very interesting